guys, welcome back to my channel and to another Getting It All Done video. Today I have so much to try and get done. I've just done the school run, so the boys are now at school and nursery, and I tend to film these videos when the boys are out of the house because I can get so much more done, and I know it really motivates you guys as well, so I'm hoping this really inspires you. So first thing today, I need to go to the supermarket and get some things that I need and also some ingredients for tonight's dinner. I'm making a completely vegan recipe tonight, so I can't wait to show you that. It's a Quorn recipe, and this video has actually been sponsored by them, so thank you so much to them for supporting my channel. I'm also going to clear out the boys' closets and bookcases. I noticed yesterday that their rooms are getting really messy, and living in a house with 3 boys means I'm constantly in this cycle of handing down clothes, so I need to sort their rooms out and also have a little bit of work to do as well. So I hope you really enjoy this video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, and let's go to the supermarket. So I've just got back from the shops and it was just in the nick of time. It is now pouring with rain outside, but I've got everything that I need for tonight's dinner. Tonight I'm making a completely vegan curry. I actually got the recipe on the Quorn website and it had really good ratings, so I'm excited to try it. So I'll show you the ingredients that I've got. So the curry that I'm going to be making tonight has chickpeas in it, so I picked those up, as well as some spinach. Also got some light coconut milk, some curry paste, vegetable stock, and then some garlic and ginger, as well as the totally vegan corn pieces. I've talked about these before on my channel and I've shown a few recipes. They're also high in protein, a good source of fiber, and low in saturated fat. And the protein contributes to the growth and maintenance of muscle mass, so it's really important, and I just love the texture of them and how easy they are to cook with. You just have to heat them up for 12 minutes, so they're perfect in pastas or anything like that. But because I don't think my youngest, Jackson, will eat the curry, I have also picked up the totally vegan Quorn crunchy nuggets. All my boys really like this, and they're super simple to make. They're also lower in saturated fats and calories than traditional chicken nuggets, so I'm excited to give them to him because he does really like them. Some of you will know that we've been having at least 2 vegan or veggie meals per week, just because of the positive impact it can have on our health and the environment as well. So if you want to find out how meat reduction can actually impact the environment, I'll put some links in the description because Quorn have some great information on that. But since we started doing some meat-free meals, I've realized it's actually not that hard to do. There's still so many delicious recipes out there and amazing products like the Quorn range, and they've had the totally vegan range now for 2 years, and they have not only what I've bought today, but they've got burgers, fishless fillets, and so much more. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to get on and make it, and I'll show you how I do it. So this recipe is really easy to make. It takes about 30 minutes and it's all in one pot. So I'm just going to put it together now, and then all I have to do later is the rice and we can enjoy it. So the first thing you'll want to do is finely chop up about 3 cloves of garlic. Then you'll also want to finely chop up a red chili. If you really don't like spice, you can leave this out, but what I do is take all of the seeds out, and that really does help to cool it down. And then you'll also need about a tablespoon of finely chopped ginger. Add all of that into a frying pan with some olive oil, and you'll want that to heat up for about 3 minutes. This starts to smell really, really nice, and then you can add the rest of your ingredients. So I'm adding the chickpeas, which I've drained. I'm also adding in the coconut milk and the mild curry paste. So I'm gonna give that a good stir, and then I'm also gonna add in the vegetable stock, and the spinach, and of course the totally vegan corn pieces. This recipe calls for the whole pack of that, and it serves about 4 people. And yeah, then you can just leave that to simmer for about 20 minutes, and that is literally it. It's delicious. I love the texture, as I mentioned. I love the chickpeas, and the spinach is kind of hidden from your children. Now that dinner is sorted for tonight, I'm going to come upstairs and sort out the 2 older boys' closets. Fraser and Caleb's, I noticed yesterday how very messy they are. And living in a house with 3 sons means there is a constant cycle of hand-me-downs. So everything Fraser's grown out of, I need to pass to Caleb, then Caleb's to Jackson's, and then anything Jackson's grown out of needs to go off to the charity shop. So I'm going to try and tackle that today. But before I show you how bad the closets are, I wanted to tell you something else that I do to multitask. Basically, sometimes when I'm doing things like this around the house, just like decluttering and stuff, I will put my teeth whitening in. So I do get a lot of questions about my teeth whitening, but I've never actually shared this on a video. So I'll just show you what I do. I have little trays that I use, and then I put teeth whitening in it. So I'm going to brush my teeth, because you need to do that first, and then put the trays in, and you're supposed to leave it in for about half an hour, so I can just have them in while I'm doing other things. And I find that easier than doing it like in the evening or something, because I always like want to have a drink or a cup of tea, but when I'm decluttering I'm like busy anyway. So I'll show you how I whiten my teeth, because I thought, you know, getting it all done, it could mean some beauty stuff as well. So my teeth are all brushed now, and I basically whiten my teeth because I want to have white teeth, but also because about 5 years ago I had 2 composite veneers put in, one here and one here, because those 2 teeth were minute. They were like really small. So they basically, a composite veneer is almost like a false nail on your teeth. They're like, they don't affect your own teeth underneath, which I really liked, and they just go on top and they're bonded on there, and now all of my teeth line up, which is what I wanted. But because they're not actually my teeth, they don't get darker, but the teeth around them do. So when these 2 teeth start to get like a bit less white, I really can tell, because like the tooth next to them, it's very obvious that they're not as white anymore. So that is why I feel like I do have to whiten my teeth quite often, maybe like every 4 weeks, or sometimes if I've got like a wedding on or something, I would do it like 3 times in a week or something, if I really wanted to have like a bright smile. So anyway, I just used a company, I think this one, yeah, Smile Brilliant. I just ordered it online, and you get like a pack where you make the molds yourself. Just send it off in the post, and then you get back the little trays that you need that are the perfect size for your teeth, and then you also get the whitening that you need, and you just put that into the trays and then just wear them whenever you feel like you need it. So I really like that I can just do it like conveniently from home whenever I want to. So yeah, so I've just brushed my teeth, and then what I do is dry my teeth, because it's good for them to be like as dry as possible, and then I stick the trays in. So I'm gonna do that now. Right, so now that they're in, and I look really nice, and I just realised I've got a lisp, so I was going to show you Fraser's closet, but I might sound a bit funny, but I'll just show you how bad it is. Excuse my voice, because obviously I'm keeping these in for half an hour. So Fraser has these great big floor-to-ceiling wardrobes, which are so great for hiding everything. But if I show you inside, you'll see his bookshelf is really, really in need of a sort out. It just has been ages, so I need to organize this. I also noticed that everything in his drawers needs to be refolded. These are all his football kits, just a total mess. His trousers and stuff, it's just really, really messy. So I'm going to sort all of that, like it's hard to close them and everything. Caleb's closet is not quite as bad as Fraser's. They're still quite organized in the drawers, but it's his bookshelf which really needs sorting out. Caleb loves to read, and it's just got really, really messy, so that won't take very long to sort out. Okay, so I'm going to declutter the boys' closets in the KonMari or Marie Kondo way of decluttering, which I'm sure you're familiar with, but it's basically just getting everything out of the bookshelf, laying it on the floor so that I can really see how much stuff he has before I start sorting through it. I also gave his bookshelves a really good wipe down because they were so dusty, and I also found so many loom bands everywhere. The boys love playing with loom bands, but that's the only downside. They do seem to get everywhere. But once I'd laid everything out, I could then see what I was dealing with, and I started to put it into piles. So there was quite a lot of artwork that I'd just been sticking on top of his bookshelf, but I had to actually go through what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to go in his memory box. Then I was sorting which books were for Fraser to keep, and then putting any books that he'd grown out of that were a little bit young now in a big pile for Caleb to have. So yes, I'm just going to go through and sort this out before moving on to his dressers. For Fraser's clothes, I was just going through and looking at the sizing. Anything that was age 8 and under, I was passing down to Caleb, which is that pile that you can see there. And I was folding all of the trousers into little parcels because I wanted to fold them in the KonMari way of folding. And I did the same for the pajamas, which basically just means that you sort of line them up in the dresser or the drawers so that you can see everything. This is ideal for kids as well because Fraser can easily open it up, choose which pajamas he wants, and he can see everything. He doesn't have to pull it all out. So I'm going to do the same with the trousers, and I am so aware that that drawer is broken. I've actually just ordered these little things on Amazon to try and fix that. But yes, I think if we ever buy drawers again, I really need to buy like a solid wood ones because they just keep breaking because the kids have so many clothes. Anyway, now I'm on to his football kits. I cannot believe how many he has, but it's his favorite hobby. So I'm just going to try and put them like so that the shirt, the shorts, and the socks are all together in one parcel. So again, really easy to choose for whenever he has football, after school, or at his club. So yes, I'm just going to line that up, and it is looking so much better, and the drawers are actually closing now. So now I'm going to move on to Caleb's bookshelf, which, as you will have seen, is a total bomb site and really in need of this decluttering. Right, so I'm just sorting out Caleb's books, and it's so funny. He's got a few books that were mine as a child, and inside them I have labeled them with my name because me and my sister, we used to always fight over everything. So my mum says when I was little, I went around and like labeled everything. I still love labeling now. But yeah, all these little books say Emily Dean in them, which was my name before I got married. And yeah, it's so funny. So that is Caleb's bookshelf all done and clean, and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. And while I was on such a roll with the folding and the tidying, I went downstairs and finished off a load of laundry that was done. So I'm just going to fold it all and put it away. I so wish it was this easy to do, but I thought I'd save you watching me fold it all. And then after school, when everyone was home, we had dinner and it was delicious. And then it was time for some homework. Now we're just going to do a little bit of homework with Fraser. He's in year 4 now, and he also does a little bit of tutoring as well, so the homework is really stuck up a gear. Some of them are quite hard. He's even got some verbal reasoning, which we're really working on. So he's got a little bit of maths, a little bit of English, and some verbal reasoning that we're going to do now. So it's a little bit later on now. It is about 20 to 8 and all of the boys have now gone to bed, but I have one more thing that I have to get done today. I actually wanted to do it today, but I didn't get a chance. I need to record a voiceover for another video that I'm trying to finish. Ideally, I would normally record it in my bedroom. I feel like that's where the sound works best, like bounces off of the pillows and things, but occasionally I need to do it downstairs. And so if you ever hear a voiceover that is like a tiny bit echoey, it's because of this situation. It's because I'm downstairs, but I'm just going to record that now. I'm hoping it doesn't take too long. But yes, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I feel like I got loads done, but whenever I go to declutter something, it always ends up taking longer than I think it's gonna take. But anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.